Hey, everybody, it's time for,
Opposite Saxes.
on Thursday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
You're reminding yourself where you have to be. Are you looking at something?
Yeah, I'm looking at your bling.
Oh, you
Is
like
that,
my bling?
yeah, is that part of the new
No, I've had this forever.
program?
I've really had this forever.
Oh, good. Just that, well, that's got a nice little heart on there
Yeah,
too.
just for you. It's just not red.
Yeah, I remember that company.
Yeah,
Otazu was the name of it.
yeah.
And I just thought, when I first thought,
Different.
I thought, wait a minute, did we just up your
No, we didn't.
your allowance
No, we didn't.
for makeup? And
I've had this thing for ages.
yeah, and you still get compliments on it
Yeah,
a
no,
lot.
it's one of my
It,
favorite.
it can be worn a
Yeah,
lot of different
yeah, yeah.
ways. That was another lifetime ago.
We digress, sorry.
No,
So,
not necessarily. We're going to share a little conversation today about music, and I guess it
it's your favorite
arrived.
to talk about.
I love talking about music, and what I have noticed, which I'm sure that if you watch television at all, that what is it with me? Every time I'm with you, I get a
I
frog
had
in my
a
throat.
little perfume on. I don't know if that made a difference.
Yeah, it's not, perfume is supposed to be, an aphrodisiac, not
Now you're allergic to me.
not not, not something that
I said I
I
don't know.
I
I
I,
said
I
maybe.
choke on. No, but currently there is a commercial for Volkswagen that's running. And it shows the history of Volkswagens going back to the very, very beginning, to back in the 60s, where people would pile as many people as they could into a Volkswagen. Herbie, number 53, the Disney movies. And then they had the Star Wars, where the little kid dressed up like Darth Vader approaches a VW Beetle and the lights shine. You're probably familiar with this, and you may be familiar with the commercial, but what grabs me is that they use I Am I Said as the theme song for the commercial, which is an old Neil Diamond
Mhm.
tune. And I have, maybe me more so than most people, I have become more increasingly aware of the use of old songs.
Mhm.
Some of them were one-hit wonders,
Yeah, you're right.
some of them very, very well known, but they are starting to use those as the themes for commercials.
But some of them, I don't understand how what the song has to do with what they're trying to promote. Doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes I think maybe they just want a little toe tapper and people say, oh, I remember that
That
song.
that could
I
that
don't know.
that could be,
I'm
but
just,
I think that when they're doing the commercial and that the commercial has some kind of a theme,
yes.
and all, then they go through these archives of music to try and find a song that fits it. And we had a discussion before we decided to do the show about, I wonder why they do that. And my thought was, it's probably cheaper to get some public domain music, of which a lot of these are. Or even to pay royalties to a company. Like, for instance, if you ever hear a song by the Rolling Stones done in a commercial, I guarantee that they paid a royalty to
Oh, big
use
bucks,
that song, because
big bucks.
the Rolling Stones are one of those companies that really don't even allow some of their old music, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, to be used in a commercial without getting prior
Right.
permission to do it and paying a fee for it. But in the long run, that may be cheaper than hiring studio time and a band and a composer to write, like, for instance, Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
Barry Manilow really came into prominence because of his ability to write jingles for commercials.
Hmm.
Uh, and
He did.
he did very, very well, built his career on it. But those were jingles written specifically for a commercial.
Right.
Now, what it seems they're doing is they're writing the commercials for the product and then finding something to go with it.
I really think they're using the songs, and maybe you're right, maybe because it is so expensive to hire that band to write that song and hire that person to write it, and you could be onto something. I guess my thought was they wanted to pick an oldie or a goodie that people recognized and would kind of toe tap and sing along with, clap their hands. And that would pull them into the commercial more so.
Well,
Then
and a lot of
I
these
don't know.
songs are remembered by our age group.
Yes,
Or maybe even our son and daughter's age group.
maybe.
That you hear the song, you remember the song, and then subliminally, they hope that you will now relate the song, not only to where you were when you heard the song, but to the product that they're promoting.
Okay, like.
Right now. The automobile companies
Mhm.
are very, very big on this.
Yeah,
And also a lot of the insurance companies, for instance, Buick,
yeah,
Dream On by Aerosmith, very popular song.
yeah.
And when you see the Buicks driving down the highway and you hear this dream on, dream on, dream on,
Yeah, I can get that.
you're thinking about,
I
yeah,
can
that
get
would
that.
be cool. Now, whether you see a Buick and think about Aerosmith, or you hear the song and you
Well-
think about a Buick,
Well, yeah, but you're thinking about what could be while I'm driving this wonderful Buick.
yeah.
I-
But Cadillac does that too. Dodge,
Yeah,
Dodge with some of their muscle cars,
yeah,
smoke on the water. They're using Deep Purple, smoke on the water. It's a hard, heavy
hard
metal
driving.
type thing,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to associate that with that Dodge Challenger or
Okay.
Charger or
Okay.
so. And
I can get that.
one of my favorites is one of my favorite songs by Hot Chocolate, You Sexy Thing. They're using that in the Dr. Pepper commercial. I believe in miracles. And for Dr.
No,
Pepper.
that's
Yeah,
a stretch.
yeah.
Maybe. Maybe not, maybe not.
Just saying, but they're doing Ain't That a Shame by Fats Domino to promote Diet Cherry and Diet Vanilla Dr. Pepper.
Also, I don't get that one.
Well,
Uh,
they're
like-
hoping that you do.
Like, okay, but now look at Kohl's.
Yeah.
They're using the Lovin' Spoonful, Do You Believe in Magic? I walk into a Kohl's and I don't think of magic. I think if I was walking into a jewelry store,
Okay,
I would think, I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
like For Your Love by
Yeah,
the Yardbirds. Remember For Your Love?
yeah,
For Your
oh, I
Love.
do.
Okay, Zales Jewelers use that. Well,
That I get,
For Your Love.
that I get,
Okay,
yeah,
but I mean, it's not like playing a soft love song.
correct, and that's
For
okay.
Your Love is a little
Yeah.
bit different way. Maybe they're trying to appeal to the male to go to Zales Jewelers and buy something for your love.
Okay, now you have something here for the Mercury? Do they make Mercuries anymore?
Mercury? No, they don't make Mercury anymore.
But
But
I like the song that they had with it.
yeah,
Ain't nothing like the real thing.
but
I mean, that,
obviously,
although unfortunately that must
don't
not
make
have helped them.
Mercury
Yeah, they
anymore.
didn't really help
but
it.
you notice Mercedes? I
Yes.
mean, what could be a more natural song to use for a commercial for Mercedes than Janis Joplin? Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? I mean, that's almost a natural instead of hiring a band to write a
Yeah, you're
song
right.
about Mercedes, because they've used Green Onions by Booker T and the MGs.
Why that?
But it's an instrumental. It's an instrumental, and
Oh,
and
okay,
because
okay,
of the
okay,
because of the specific
okay.
style of car that they're
Mhm.
doing. Usually, if it's a sports car, it's going to have a sports orient, a sporty kind of a theme to it. But now,
All right.
for instance, here, California Raisins. What a natural.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye. I heard it
That-
through
that's
the
right.
grapevine.
Yeah,
And they use it as you see the little raisins dancing across the screen. But you see, that's what they're all about is when you hear the music, you associate, that commercial and
Would you
what they,
associate the Hughes Corporation, remember Rock the Boat, don't rock the boat, baby, for M&Ms?
not as much as I would Bobby Darin singing Somewhere Beyond the Sea for Carnival Cruise
Okay, yeah,
Lines.
yeah, yeah, that I get,
You
that I
know,
get,
that
that I get.
that one kind of fits.
Yeah, you're right. What do we got? Oh, Sunkissed. The Beach Boys, Good Vibration.
Good vibrations.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
that
some
makes
kiss,
sense.
orange juice, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, even the investment community, Fidelity Investments
yeah.
uses the zombies, the time of the season.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good. That's
but
good.
also Fidelity Investments has uses Shake, Shake, Shake Your Booty by KC and the Sunshine Band. I'm not sure where
What
that
fits in?
reference is, but Nothing from Nothing by Billy
Oh,
Preston,
yeah,
also for
yeah.
Fidelity
That
Investments.
one, that makes sense.
So Fidelity Investments, again, is using what normally would be like a dry subject
Mhm.
of
Right,
investing your
right,
money,
right.
but using people like the Zombies and Casey and the Sunshine Band and Billy Preston and all
Yeah,
to promote their product.
yeah. Uh,
Kind of interesting.
Target. Love that they use Express Yourself.
Yeah. That's by who is that?
Charles Wright and the Wasps,
Oh
103rd
yeah.
Rhythm Band.
Express yourself.
Yeah, that's good for
So yeah,
Target, yeah.
that works pretty good. We mentioned Dodge, Chevrolet. You Really Got Me by the Kinks.
Mm-hmm,
They've used that for some of theirs. Also for Chevrolet, and I think it's for some of the not the really sporty cars, but Precious and Few by the group Climax.
oh,
They've used for Chevy commercials, and also I'm Into Something Good
no, that,
by Herman's Hermits. Now
good idea.
that fits a car commercial
Yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. Right, go ahead.
This is one they go way, way back in the archives to the Ronettes,
Oh, my.
Be My Baby. And they use that tune for commercial for Cialis
Oh, no. Really?
for, for erectile
Really? Dysfunction?
dysfunction. Be my baby. Be my
Yeah, well, yeah,
baby.
yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know whether if you took Cialis, you would be thinking of the Ronettes, or now whenever you hear that song
Yeah,
on an oldie
that's
station, you're
funny.
thinking about erectile
Oh,
dysfunction.
my.
Funny.
My favorite group, one of my favorite groups, the Spinners,
Yeah.
did Rock and Roll, Rubber Band Man for Office Max.
Now that fits. Rubber band
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
association there
yeah, yeah.
too.
And NFL, I haven't heard them, but I guess
Promoting football.
promoting, yeah, but I've never heard this Let's Work Together by the Canned Heat.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember hearing it.
Coca-Cola
Yeah, what's that?
uses
I should know, because I drink a
yeah,
lot of
well, they
Coca-Cola.
have the cola, Coca-Cola with lime.
Yeah,
So they use Harry Nilsson. You put the
with the
lime
lime
in
and
the
the coconut.
coconut. Uh,
And that's great.
yeah,
That's great.
and I applaud some of the
Mm-hmm,
developers of the commercial
mm-hmm,
because they write the commercial, they know the point they want to make with the commercial and with the
mm-hmm.
video,
Mm-hmm.
and then when they associate one of these old songs and all, it kind of
Yeah,
gets your
yeah,
interest in the
yeah,
commercial
yeah, yeah.
because they also did the black cherry and the vanilla Coke, and they used one of your favorite guys, Barry White.
Oh,
You're the
oh my
first,
God.
the last, my
My
everything.
everything. Jeez.
And
That's funny.
here's one that probably every one of you that's watching and listening has seen the commercial. They
Yeah.
usually run it during football games and everything, is the OJs singing Love Train for Coors beer.
Yeah,
You see
yeah, yeah,
that train come in
yeah,
with the snow all around it,
yeah.
get on the
Makes sense. Makes
love
sense.
train.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Does T-Mobile make sense by using Pour some sugar on me?
I guess
Um,
if you got a T-Mobile phone,
Pour some
pour
sugar.
some sugar on
What does that have
me
to do? What does that say
in the
about
name of
T-Mobile?
love.
No, 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 no. Now,
Yeah,
this is funny. UPS. We can have
yeah.
problems with time every once in a while. By Stevie Wonder, Don't You Worry About a Thing.
UPS.
Yeah,
At least they want to, because
yeah,
sometimes
okay.
your package is
Yeah,
late.
well, yeah,
But
yeah.
Gatorade uses rare earths. I just want to celebrate, and that
Oh,
works.
so yeah, that
And
works.
interesting that GE appliances, they've used 16 tons by Ernie Ford,
Yeah,
Tennessee Ernie
yeah.
Ford. I mean, we're talking a song that was released back in the 1950s, 16 tons. But they also use Try and Catch the Wind by Donovan, another artist that you don't hear that much about, but
No, but when I think about the song, I don't really,
the association with GE, yeah.
yeah, I don't,
Not like I just want to celebrate with Gatorade because they're showing athletes drinking the Gatorade and winning
yeah.
the game and all that.
Visa, they've used the song Powerhouse by Raymond Scott or Buddy Holly.
Yeah,
Take your time.
yeah.
Does that mean so you can take your time paying on your bill? Type of thing?
There's a couple in here that you have. There was one by Levi's.
Yes, there was one by Levi's.
Where was it? Because there's a follow-up to that one.
Yeah,
Levi's has used it, I Walk the Line by Johnny Cash.
yeah.
And also Should I Stay or Should I Go? And also Easy by the Commodores.
Well, that,
For
yeah, right,
Levi's.
right. Or I
Well,
walk the line. Yeah.
Wrangler Jeans also uses The Boys Are Back. The boys are back, the boys
No, I
are
know the
back.
song. I know the
And
song, but I don't know that
and
would
the
put that.
Wrangler jeans are back. It's interesting, and we just went through a list of a lot of this, and the more of these songs that I think we mention, the more we as well as you that are watching and listening probably say, "Oh yeah, I love that song." And a lot of these were like we said, very, very old tracks.
Yeah,
A lot of them,
yeah.
as I said, are public domain, so they can be used free by these people to use in their commercials. But
I would venture to say the young people have no idea what these songs are about. Because every once in
yeah,
a while, if we're watching with our kids and we'll start humming along and they look at us like, huh, you know the song?
well, every once in a while, these companies, and it's usually the bigger companies, will reach out to those artists that do charge. The Who, the
Mhm,
Beatles,
mhm.
I said the Rolling
Yeah.
Stones, even some of your current groups, that I'm sure anything that any song by Beyonce that wanted to be used in a commercial, they would probably pay a heavy royalty, but they got to figure that if that song helps to associate people with that product and we notice a spike in sales, it's worth the investment.
So if these artists are on the road still singing, they're making more money.
Money on top of money.
Yeah, and if they're not, and they're just sitting back watching their TV at home, they're making money.
And if the contract
So-
was written properly, every time the commercial runs,
they get
there's a royalty
right.
check that's being deposited.
Yeah. Interesting how that works.
Yeah. So,
Pay attention to the commercials more.
that's right.
folks.
And now that we've done this show, I think that a lot of people are going to be
yeah.
even a little more aware of it. And when a commercial runs, you go say, "Oh yeah, that's an old song that I remember. I love
Yeah,
that song."
yeah. Well, I think, and you're gonna see it with football now
A
coming
lot
up.
of the football
Yeah,
breaks,
and-
everything,
and,
or all sports. I mean,
yeah, well, yeah,
basketball,
right,
football,
right, right.
soccer,
Right.
when they have a commercial, and a lot of the beer companies, the
Oh.
food companies, and
Yeah.
as we both said,
Understand.
the automobiles and truck groups,
Absolutely.
definitely when you see that truck going up the side of that
Oh,
mountain and
man.
everything climbing, they want a heavy hitting piece of music
Yep,
behind it that you will associate with it.
you're absolutely right.
So
So with that said, enjoy your sports, enjoy your TV, enjoy your commercials, and come back, see us
come
next
back
week.
and see us and sing a tune on the way.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.